Good morning to all. This is Anand from English Mania. I want to start this lesson with a new puzzle. This is the puzzle for you. Try to answer this puzzle with suitable words. Can you find out the answer for the puzzle? The answer is 7 up. From this puzzle, we are going to start our lesson. The answer 7 up has a small word with it, that is up. Do you know what is up? It is a preposition. Preposition is a word which shows the location of things. In this lesson, we are going to learn the usage of 6 important prepositions and how to apply them in sentences. For your convenience, I am going to teach those 6 prepositions in 3 pairs: beside and besides. Both of these words look almost similar, but I will show you how they are different in meaning. First of all, let me tell you the meaning of beside. Beside means at the side of or next to. For example, the table is beside the window. You can clearly look at the picture and understand that the table is next to the window. Let's have another example. The mother sits beside her daughter all night. You can see the mother sitting next to the daughter on the bed. Beside means at the side of or next to. Now let us look at the preposition besides. Certainly it is not the same as beside. Besides means in addition to. Look at this example. John speaks English besides Spanish. It gives the meaning that the person John is able to speak English with Spanish. He knows two languages, both English and Spanish. Here is another example for you. He plays the trumpet besides the flute. Here also, the person he is able to play the flute along with the trumpet. Dear viewers, beside means next to. It clearly shows the location, whereas besides means in addition to. One person doing two activities. Let's go to the second pair of prepositions. It is also often confused by people. They are above and over. There is a similarity between these two prepositions. Above means an object which is at the top of the other. Over also means an object which is at the top of the other, but I will show you how they are different. Let us try to understand the preposition above. The clock is above the window. Here you can clearly see a clock at the top of the window. The clock doesn't touch the window and it is at the top of it. It is called above. Over means something which is at the top of the other, but the thing on the top will be on movement. For example, look at this sentence. The birds are flying over her head. In the picture, you can see some birds which are flying at the top of her head, but remember that birds don't stand at the same place, they move. It is denoted by the preposition over. The birds are flying over her head. So, to say shortly, above means something at the top of the other, but the thing on the top is very stable, immovable. Whereas in the case of over, the thing on the top keeps moving on. Now, dear students and viewers, let us go to the third pair of preposition, which is quite confusing. Between and among. Do you know what is the meaning of between? It is used to show the location of a person or an object which is in the middle of two things. For example, Praveen stands between his two friends. Here, the boy Praveen is in the middle of two people. This is called between. There is another usage for between. Between also denotes something shared by two people. The property was shared by two sons. Here, the property was equally shared by two friends. You have to denote it with the preposition between. So, between means the location of a thing in the middle of two things. Now, let's see the usage of among. Among is a little different from between. Among also means the location of something in the middle, but it is surrounded by more than two things. Look at this example. Virat Kohli stands among his fans. Here, the cricketer Virat Kohli is in the middle, but remember, he is not standing between two people, he is surrounded by more than two. In such case, you have to use among. Look at this example. The money was shared among the friends. Similar to between, among is also used to show something shared, but here the thing is shared by more than two people. Dear students and subscribers, that's all for today's lesson. I hope that you could easily understand the meanings of 6 prepositions. You could easily use them in your sentences, in writing and speaking. That's all for today's lesson. Thank you for all.